And welcome to another edition of Millena the Talk Show. Welcome! Today we're going to be talking about something very important. Now we all know beautiful people, and beauty comes from within. We know beautiful men. We know beautiful women. We are all beautiful people. Well, today I'm going to talk with my dear, dear friend, Emmy-Winning journalist Sabrina Cofield, and we are going to talk on this beautiful holiday season about beauty. Inside and out.
You need to watch this woman's show.
Welcome to Millena the Talk Show, where we talk about things that everyone thinks about but rarely ever says.
And I want you to make sure you tune in with Millena. Yeah. Because she's a friend of mine. Real.
Well, welcome to Millena the Talk Show, and today my guest is Emmy-winning journalist Sabrina Cofield. Sabrina, come on out, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for
having me.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it is our pleasure. Thank you for joining us. So today, you're so fabulous. You're so beautiful. You are an Emmy-winning journalist. You are an actress. You are a host. You are a model. You've been in the business over 10 years. We've seen you in commercials. We've seen you in movies. We've seen you on TV. And you are also a wonderful philanthropist. You give. You're not only beautiful on the outside, you're beautiful on the inside. And I know that one of your favorite organizations is I Am Because
of Her.
Because of her.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on the show and sharing your beauty and your light on this special holiday episode where it's just all joy and all love and just all happiness. So tell me, you have all of this going on. And you have a very, very busy personal life. Because that's just professionally. You have a busy personal life.
Yes.
So how in the world do you keep it all together? How do you stay on point, on tip-top shape with all this going on?
I don't.
No!
That's what I was telling you earlier. I was like, I don't. I'm flailing at all times, right? Like I'm barely keeping my head above water. I honestly, I don't know. But I'm always trying to juggle everything. I'm always trying to balance everything. And sometimes I succeed in really wonderful ways. And sometimes I fail epically. But, I'm always trying to just make everything happen. I'm always trying something new. I'm always asking for help.
Okay.
From my amazing family, my amazing sister and my mom and my dad, and so I have a really great support system. Mm-hmm. Okay. I would say that's the only way that I'm able to do all the things that I do. And I also find it really important to take time for self-care. So I also allow myself the time to rest when I need it.
Okay.
And take that time to really sit still when I feel my head spinning. I think is something that I've learned over time to allow myself to do and not feel guilty about it. So sometimes not feel guilty about it.
And sometimes not feel guilty. So
I still struggle with that a lot. I still struggle with that.
Why? Why do you feel guilty about
I've got
two
boys and so you
you don't look like you have kids. But.
And so of course I feel guilty. They're always pulling at me, and then with a career and all of that, we're constantly getting pulled in a lot of different directions.
Yeah.
And so when I have a weekend when I don't want to do anything and I want to run away and I want to go just sit and veg out in front of the TV and watch Netflix or I don't know, read a good book, or I feel guilty about that because I know that there's 20 different things that I should be doing, but I also know that my soul is telling me that I need to sit still and I need to not think and I need to just like feel back up whatever it is that I've completely drained.
Okay.
So I definitely battle with that at times, but at the end of the day, I know that it's something that I need. So I've learned to give myself permission to do that. So I guess that's one of the ways I kind of juggle it all.
Okay,
maybe.
Giving yourself permission to be
for self-care.
For self-care.
Yeah, for self-care. Self-care is not selfish, I guess.
No, it's a part of self-love.
Yeah, it's a part of self-love.
Yeah.
And so giving myself permission to do that definitely helps me maintain.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
So speaking of maintaining, so now tell me, what are the top 3, just 3 things that you do absolutely every day on your good days? Because, we all have good days and we have bad days. Because, we all look like what looks like is all together. Don't believe the hype on Instagram. Right,
a lot of gray hair coverage going on right here.
Yes, I understand, and we all understand. We are just all human trying to make an existence.
Oh my gosh!
World, right?
Yes.
So, but what are the top 3 things that you do to help you just go every day?
Number 1 thing is exercise.
Okay.
I can't say I do it every day, but most days I will do some form of physical activity.
Some form.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I love to run. I love to do spin. I know, I'm a runner.
Oh, wow.
I know. So spin, yoga, Pilates, run, something. There's something, normally
Stretches.
I'm doing something.
Stretches count.
Yeah.
Stretches getting out of the bed count. I'm calling that exercise.
Yes, if that's what you can do to get moving, then yes.
Okay.
But so I would say some form of exercise. I try to write every day.
Oh. Now journal, right? Or
I am not brave enough to call myself a writer yet, which is funny.
Because you
funny
won an
because
Emmy
I'm a
for
journal. I know.
An Emmy-winning journalist.
I know. I am brave enough to say I'm a journalist, of course, because I used to produce news and I used to be a reporter and an anchor, and that I'm very comfortable in. But I have gotten into script writing, and I love writing poetry, and I guess because that's a more vulnerable space for me, it's very vulnerable. So I'm entering into that space. So I try to do some form of that kind of writing every day, but if not that, then journaling. Just some type of journaling every day, which is really therapeutic for me.
Okay. About how long do you do?
It could be 2 minutes if I
but it counts.
I'm trying to do that every day.
Okay.
And I told you earlier, I drink every day.
You did say that.
A glass of red wine maybe most days of the week.
One.
Is that
just okay? Just one is okay. But we're not judging. Because
this is the no judgment zone. That's what I was told.
No judgment. We get comfy. We get real. We just keep it real. That's what you do. That's what you do.
So I'm drinking.
Okay, there you go. Own it.
Glass of red wine every day.
There you go. Glass of red wine. Okay, so you exercise, you drink wine, and
I try to write every day. I do drink water every day. You said 3. Sorry, that was 4.
That's okay.
To balance the wine.
Right. Water, wine. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So now, let me ask you this. And I know that people would love to know, especially being in this industry that we're in, this wonderful entertainment industry. It's a business. It's called show business, for a reason. It's show, but it's business.
Okay.
So now, as we all know, mental health is so super important. Like, if your mind isn't right, then just forget about it, because nothing is right.
Right.
So, as an actress who's been in the business for several years, you've seen a lot. You've experienced a lot. What are some of the things that, had you known better, or had you known about in advance, if someone had told you, given you a heads up, like, hey, look out for this or do this, what are some of the things that you wish that you had known prior to right now in your career?
I guess, that's really interesting that you started off this conversation saying that it is a business, right? I think the business side of it, right? I think that a lot of us come into this industry because we are creatives. We love the art of storytelling.
Yeah.
We love the art of, I'm a singer. I started out singing and playing the piano and all of that. Yeah. So, so I love to sing. I love to be on stage. And so that's kind of what got me into this whole career. And there's a lot about the business that I had to learn the hard way. And so I would definitely say that is something that I wish I knew a little bit earlier, was the business side of this whole show business thing.
So what are some of the things that you've learned that, because there are some people who are listening out there who are interested in being a part of the entertainment industry, the entertainment business. So what's something that you could share with them?
Really how to market yourself.
Yeah.
This is very uncomfortable for me, being interviewed and talking about myself, and which is interesting because I'm an actor and I love to be on stage and all of that, and people think that you love to be the center of attention, but that really isn't what it is. For a lot of actors I know, it's really about actually becoming someone else and telling a story and all of that. So
and hiding in that.
And hiding within that, even though a lot of my truth might be in that.
Exactly.
Story. You don't know that because I'm playing a character.
Right.
So marketing yourself, talking about yourself, putting yourself out there is a big part of it, and I'm not great at that. I'm not great at that at all. So that's something that I've had to learn over the years. And then when it really comes down to it, like contracts and negotiating and things like that, are things that I wish I had learned a little bit earlier in my career instead of learning a little bit later. I mean, and I could go on and on and on because it is a business. And just relationships, right? This business is about relationships and building those relationships. And I had to learn the importance, what a huge part of this business is more about relationships than it is about your talent and your skill.
It really is. It's about who knows you.
You kind of think, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be the most talented person that walks in the room and they're going to love me and it's going to be great. That is not exactly how that works.
Not necessarily, because a lot of people hire their friends. They hire people that they know. I've been guilty of that in certain projects where I've just called up my friends and I'm like, I want you, and then my director tells me, I'm gonna need you to not hire your friends. Like, well, why? They're my friends.
Well, and the other thing too is because you know that your friends have been working and like grind in the pavement in this business just like you, and so it's like as soon as you get an opportunity, you want to like
I want to share the love. I want
to, but an opportunity,
and that's where my heart is. And so he understands that, but by the same token, as the director, he's the one that's got to work with them. If they're not right for the role, then it's hard to undo it than to just let him handle that in the first. So that's the thing. It's very important. What you said is
those relationships.
The relationships. I know I personally have been guilty of not following up. I used to be a terrible follow-upper. You go to these networking events and you get business cards and they're horrible. Oh, they're horrible. But you have to. You have to, and you have to talk to people and make conversation, even if it's a couple minutes. Oh, can I get your card? And then you actually have to follow up on it. You have to email, you have to call, you have to follow through because they're not waiting. I thought they were waiting
for you.
No, I thought they were waiting.
They're not waiting for us.
I know. They're not waiting for us. They're not.
Oh, the lessons.
So, yes, those are very important lessons. And the business part of it, definitely, you have to, if you have good representation, then use that representation is what I say, and trust them if they're good.
I think the thing that has helped me a lot in this business was having the professional background of being a journalist and working in a professional setting before. So that has helped me because I have also seen people who are hugely talented come into this business and they have no professional sense whatsoever.
Right.
Something as simple as showing up on time, being professional in certain settings, to like really hurt them.
So important.
And so that is the one little thing that I have working in my favor. I do know how to show up on time and be very professional and be very respectful and just those little things that you learn working, you know,
Absolutely.
in a professional setting, that has been very helpful. So, yeah, lots of fun lessons learned.
Yeah. Well,
So.
I hope you guys are listening. These are tidbits that, if only we had known.
Be prepared.
Yes, preparation.
Be prepared.
And just be genuine. Being genuine, because what they're hiring you.
They're hiring you.
They're hiring not this character that you're playing, because so many people are auditioning for that role, but at the end of the day, it's hours on set. 15 hours, 14 hours. They want to work with a nice person.
Yes.
So it's important to be genuine and authentic and real. I didn't know. I wish somebody had told me. I did not know.
They do want to know. Yeah, they want to know you.
They want to know you.
They do actually care about you, which is nice.
They do. So now, let me ask you, has the Me Too movement affected you either positively or negatively? Has that affected you in any way?
In a major way.
Okay, how?
In a major way. I think, I would say in any business, in any professional setting, that any woman has been in, we have all in some way experienced this Me Too situation. I remember coming out of college, going to work in TV news, and within a month telling my girlfriends, men are the most inappropriate, and I don't mean that to all of my lovely men in here. But I just remember going, they're the most inappropriate people I have ever known in my life. Like, do they not know how to work in professional settings? Do they not understand, like, you can't ask me out? Like, and it blew my mind. It was very surprising to me upon entering the professional setting. And so just, and then as we've navigated, right? As I've navigated through TV news, as I navigated through this particular business, being put in certain situations, being asked to do certain things, and having a clear understanding that certain opportunities were presented to me based on what I was willing to do for them. Those things were made very clear to you.
Wow.
And hearing women come out now and speak about it, and having people listen, and having these men face consequences has been life-altering, I think, not only for me, but for women in this business as a whole. And we now have a voice.
Yes.
And people are listening, and we have stories to tell. And I really feel that there is a movement, there is a synergy, there is something happening right now for women. And it's really exciting.
It is. It's so exciting. It's now is the time.
Yeah.
So, and right now is the time that we have to take a break. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Sabrina Cofield and Millena Talk Show. Be right back. Welcome back. I am here today with my fabulous guest, Emmy-winning journalist Sabrina Cofield, and we have talked about the entertainment business. We've talked about the entertainment industry, and now we're going to talk about the business of beauty, inside and outside. Very, very important. We kind of talked about that a little bit when we talked about the entertainment industry, and people want to work with good people and people who just have beauty radiating from them. It's not all about an exterior necessarily.
Right.
It starts from within.
Yeah.
And you are such a good person. You're just so genuine and so real. And can you tell me a little bit, before we get into our next part, I want to hear more about your philanthropy and the nonprofit organizations that you're a part of, and why you decided that these are the ones that you want to get behind and support, because that in and of itself is beauty.
It's so interesting. My mom is a giver. And we have, growing up, me and my sister, she was always giving. Like, she's just she's a nurse, and she just has like that caretaker kind of like, she just envelopes people all the time. So it was, I think we just always knew, like, no matter like who was in our neighborhood or who was kind of in the church, my mom just always like took people in. She was always taking people in and helping people. So it's just kind of always how we grew up. Okay. And so as I got older, I always wanted to help in any way that I could, whether it was friends or other family members or whatever. It just was always something that we just always did anyway. And so it's just kind of continued in my life. So I've been a part of a couple of different nonprofit organizations. One I am a part of is called the Tobias Project with a girlfriend, and we started that. And what we've done is we've partnered with a couple different nonprofit organizations in Las Vegas, where we once a month we were doing acts of kindness, and whether it was donating clothes or donating food or going out and organizing pantries or whatever it was. We did that for a little bit, and we're still working on a couple different things there. Another organization is I Am Because of Her, and that really is just a platform to give women a voice. And whether it's through documentaries or film, or what we're working on now is a self-care center, a place where women can go and kind of take some time to kind of be still. So that's something that we're kind of just exploring and thinking about. But it's just a place where women can feel empowered and really just do whatever it is that they need to feel empowered. So, but it's been a billion different things over my life. Like, just any kind of way that I can give back, and hopefully I'm giving that to my boys as well. They always say I have a bleeding heart, which I do, and it's served me very well, and it's also it's gotten me, like, it's bit me in the butt a few times too, but that's okay. I'm fine with it. So
it's okay.
It's all good.
It starts from you have a bleeding heart.
Yeah.
It's a good heart.
It's
and
all
giving
good.
is part of it. And I think giving is part of what helps us stay grounded, and it's what helps to just
I think it helps with that connection, right? And I think that I was listening to an interview once. It was with Oprah and the guy who wrote Hamilton, Lynn, can't think of his last name, but and he was saying that the one thing that we have, and the best thing that we have as actors, is empathy. Yes. And being able to put ourselves, in someone else's shoes. And it really resonated with me, because it's so right, and I that's the whole point of this whole thing, is being able to tell these stories and connect with, whether it's your audience, whether it's when we're on stage, or whether it's in our writing or through the television, or whatever it is, it's making some type of connection. Yes. And I feel like that's what it is too, through giving or helping someone else. It's about connection, and I feel like that's what we're all looking for anyway, whether it's with our girlfriends or with our family members or our children. I just feel like it's all about connection anyway. I mean, I think that's what we're all looking for at the end of the day. So, It really is. It really, really is.
Now, film and TV, as we all know, is primarily about a look. It's about an aesthetic. It's very visual. And so we have to have a certain look and have to be on point at all times, consistently. And so, which can be very challenging sometimes, especially if we're not feeling our best on the inside.
Great coverage.
It's gonna need some work on the outside a little bit more. Now, we actually have a secret that we share in common.
Yes.
We have a secret.
We have a secret. Don't tell anybody.
Okay, we're gonna tell it right now.
So, between us.
Right. It's just between all of us
right
here.
Yes.
So now it is something that I love, and I know you love it too. And it is called Meaningful Beauty. And it was created by Cindy Crawford and Dr. Sabah many moons ago. And they took this melon, a melon, and it's a serum, and it takes Cindy to tell it, but it is how it was created. It is amazing. It takes years off of, your life. Your face. It's just amazing. And we went to this event, a pop-up event that was in Thousand Oaks. It was hosted by Cindy, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It was so amazing.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We had a good time.
It really, really was. And Cindy was there because she was the host of it, and she was explaining more about how she and Dr. Sabah came up with the product and what makes it so great. So
Right.
we're going to take a second right here and show the audience our pictures of some of the pictures that we have.
Yes.
Yes,
We
wasn't
had
that
fun.
We had such a great time. We had a fantastic time there. That's us with Cindy. That's us together in the photo booth. Oh my
Looking
gosh,
amazing.
yes.
It was very sunny.
It was.
It was a beautiful day.
It was perfect.
It was outside. It was gorgeous.
absolutely perfect. And Retha Gray was there.
I
She
know.
joined us.
And we met so many like other beautiful women, like all ages,
Yes.
different,
All ages, all
Yeah.
ethnicities.
Oh my gosh.
It was just a
It was-
beautiful
yeah.
rainbow
It
of
was
beautiful women
Yeah, it was
who
really fun.
absolutely love this product.
Yeah.
And I brought with me two of my favorite products
Yeah.
from the line. It's a whole entire skincare line.
Yep.
So I want to ask you, which of, because I love all of it.
Yes.
This is the moisturizer, the day moisturizer. This is my favorite, the night cream.
That one's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely amazing. It's amazing.
She's like
It's
a little model.
amazing.
It is. It's pretty great.
This is like cashmere for the skin. It feels like satin and silk combined. Like it is just delicious, and my skin just loves it, loves it, loves
Yeah,
it.
it feels amazing
like,
on your skin.
I can't even talk, I'm so excited. So when did you first discover this amazing beauty line, and what did you
That
love so much
day
about it?
when I
That
went
day?
with you.
Really?
Yeah. So I had never used it before.
Oh my goodness.
And I went with you to that event that day, and
See what happens?
we got a great package full of things, and so I went home and I tried it and fell in love. So yeah, the line is amazing.
Yeah.
And this is amazing. It really is. And yeah, so that day I started using it, and yeah, it's good stuff.
It really is. And
Yeah.
the exfoliating,
Yeah.
it's an exfoliating, it's a mask.
They've got like the little under eye
yes,
cream, which is great.
The
Actually,
under eye cream
I do use that. That's
is
very good.
amazing.
Yeah.
I know we're saying amazing a lot, but it's
stuff.
true. It really, honestly, it's good stuff. And I don't know about you, but I've tried a lot of stuff. I've tried a lot of beauty products. And I have a whole drawer full of half
I
empty,
have a whole
just
bathroom full of
yeah. It's like
items.
ugh. And now I'm a Cindy girl.
Yeah.
And I use the entire line
Oh.
consistently
Very
every day.
fancy.
And people have made comments like, "Oh, you look younger." Oh, you look
Really?
this." Yeah. I was like, "Okay, thanks, Cindy. Appreciate you. Appreciate this. This is amazing."
Yeah, it's good.
So yeah, I'm so glad that you enjoyed it and that you like the products. They're
Good product.
it makes a difference. And so it's all a part of you got to take care of yourself. I
Right.
mean, I'm just so thankful that Cindy made this and came up with this. And she's a model. She's an award-winning model from, that we've known a lot of years, and she still looks the same. She still looks the exact
She
same.
looked fantastic.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Because of her stuff that she does. Now, in addition to what we talked about before, is there anything that you do in addition to, like, your hair is gorgeous. We already covered with the skincare. Your
Right.
skin is beautiful. Your hair is gorgeous. We know that you exercise. So how do you, because this is all about beauty, inside and out, how do you keep your beautiful aesthetic? Your hair is
I've been going through a hair journey,
gorge.
people. This, clearly, this is not all my hair. You guys saw the pictures. You know what my hair looks like. Been going through a hair journey. It's interesting because as I mature, I'm not going to say age.
Okay.
I've been trying to figure out how to kind of give my hair a break. And when we're on camera and when we're shooting, they're constantly blow drying our hair and flat ironing our hair and all of that. And so whenever I can give my hair a break, that's one thing that I am learning.
Okay.
So I will braid it, or I will, this is a first.
Now, what is
try
this?
something. These are like my little faux locks that are very fun. But
they're
it's like
faux
I'm
locks.
trying different things that I can do to give it a break. So that's kind of like been something that I've started to do with my hair. My skin has also changed as I've aged. You know, I have had bouts where I've had breakouts, and I've had to kind of do that. So one thing that I do consistently is I go to the dermatologist consistently. I get facials consistently.
Yes.
I go to the esthetician consistently. That is something that, as I've gotten older, has had to become part of my routine.
Yes.
Just making sure that I'm taking care of my skin, making sure that I've got someone who's monitoring that and making sure that I'm doing that. But again, it's drinking water. I drink lots of water. I take my daily vitamins, and I get my exercise. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's.
Yeah, and I get lots of sleep.
Yes.
That's another thing.
I was gonna say.
Try
sleep.
to most of the time. Yeah.
Those are so important. So important.
Yeah.
So let me get it right. So exercise.
Yes.
Vitamins.
Yes.
Sleep. Water.
Red wine. I don't know that that's
Red
helpful,
wine.
but it feels good in my body.
As long as it feels good to you, it's okay.
It makes me happy.
Makes you happy. That's okay.
Lots of laughter.
Yes. Laughter, love, good friends.
Yeah.
You know, it's all, and giving from the heart.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Oh,
And giving.
thank you.
Yeah.
Giving,
It's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good. It makes me happy.
Yeah, and that is what all of that encompasses beauty. That's what makes
I
a
hope
beautiful
so.
person.
I'd like to think so.
It does. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And it starts with thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
And the thoughts are
And
thoughts
once
are
you
things.
start moving and once you start putting it into
Exactly.
action, then it kind of like starts to make all the difference. So
Oop, there it is.
there it is.
There it is. And
Happiness.
there we are. It's the end of the show already. I know.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you for being our guest
Thank you for
today.
having me.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
We had a wonderful, wonderful discussion. And
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to today's special episode of Millena the Talk Show. So happy holiday season. Have a wonderful new year and just enjoy, friends and family. And see you next time on Millena the Talk Show.
You need to watch this woman's show.
Welcome to Millena the Talk Show, where we talk about things that everyone thinks about but rarely ever says.
And I want you to make sure you tune in with Millena because she's a friend of mine. Keep it real.
The Las Vegas Review-Journal is the largest and most widely read and visited news and information source in Nevada. As the region's most trusted independent news media company, the award-winning Las Vegas Review-Journal has been serving Southern Nevadans for more than 100 years. The multimedia news, information, and entertainment company owns a strong portfolio of print and digital niche products, including The Neon, Luxury Las Vegas Magazine, El Tiempo, LVRJ.com. Visit mylvrj.com today.